Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista, here on YouTube, and today is Monday, April 4th. So yesterday was a good day. The weekend was good. Yesterday I worked on my stitching. Remember, I am doing Luminous Fiber Arts Gathering Honey. Isn't it gorgeous? Love it. And I am stitching mine using DMC Color Variations Gold Coast. It's number 4128. Very, very gorgeous color. And I am going to use buttons. Someone asked me on Instagram if I decided which ones. Not yet. I may use the blue ones. I'm really going to have to look. So here is the stitching I got done yesterday. Not too much, but a nice little start. While watching the movie Christine on Netflix. I love that movie about the car based on the Stephen King book. So yeah, I am doing this on 18 count Aida by Seraphim Fabrics and Stonewashed. And I'm using one strand of DMC. So, and what's funny is, okay, so this right here, this petal, for some reason, and I don't know why, I had it stitched way up here and I was almost done and I'm like, that doesn't look right. And then I was like, God damn it. So I had to tear it all out and restitch it, as that sometimes happens. So did that, and then Bill came home from working on the boat and doing all that. And we were getting ready to have dinner, and I happened to check my email, and the title of the email said, nasty comment. I'm like, oh God, here we fucking go, right? And it was one of you saying basically, don't pay attention to that comment on your video. And I'm like, I hadn't checked comments in a couple hours. I received a very nasty, hurtful, hateful comment on yesterday's video. And the bottom line is, no YouTube creator has to explain themselves. I don't have to explain myself to anyone. But as a matter of fact, every change that I've ever done on this channel, I have explained it. So if you've watched my videos, I talked about why I don't do true crime every day. I like to think of this channel not just as crafting, it's my life, basically. I put my whole life out there for everyone to, I guess some like to ridicule it. But the bottom line also is, if you don't like something I'm doing, if you don't like something another creator is doing, just don't watch. It really is that simple. There are so many wonderful, amazing creators on YouTube that I guarantee you, if you don't particularly like someone, you can find someone that you do like. And the last thing I'm going to say is, if you can't be kind, then be quiet. Yeah. Okay. So yesterday, you know, I'm still, because I have the retreat in a couple weeks, I'm still trying to think, how can I simplify my packing, right? So initially I was going to bring my Lowry corner clamp and the table clamp because it fits really good on the tables there at the retreat. And then I'm sitting there thinking, because the suitcase that I bought, and I think it's called the Weekender, the bottom, it has a zipper compartment that you're supposed to put shoes in, but I don't bring shoes. I mean, I wear tennis shoes all weekend long. So I don't have to pack shoes because the only shoes I wear are the ones that are on my feet. So I'm going to use the bottom of that for my stitching stuff. So the shoe box that I have the little ore containers in, that will fit in the bottom of that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my junk journal in the bottom of that shoe box, put the ore boxes on top just for storing purposes. But what I decided, because you know I have all kinds of stands and whatever, you notice the bag is not behind me. That's because I'm going to take it with me at the retreat. So I will carry this downstairs with my stuff in it. So I've already put in here a pair of readers, the thread that I'm going to use for the piece, and some needles. And I have a spare lamp in there. But what I'm going to do is I am going to use a hoop instead of a Q-snap. And I'm going to use a hoop with this. So this is the Elbesee Versatile Table Clamp. It will hold frames up to 12 by 9 or hoops up to 12 inches. And the table thickness, it will clamp onto a table. This is almost 2 inches in between here, almost. So what you do is this goes on here. You twist this to tighten it to the table, and it holds it very, very well. I have used this with roller frames actually a couple years ago. And then you can use this to adjust the length of that. And then your hoop goes in here. So when your hoop goes in here, and I just had it clamped in there yesterday because I was trying it out. Let me get it like situated. Why is it being difficult? It takes a minute to get it straight, but once you get it in there, and that wasn't perfectly straight. Why? Now it's going to be difficult because I'm on a video. This worked yesterday, trust me, when oh, I have it the wrong way. I'm so stupid. Wait a minute. It goes that way. I had the top piece facing the wrong way. Okay, so you can see how it fits in there, right? It's not going anywhere. Now, if you want to get to the back of your work, if you lift this, if you hit this, you can tilt this up. So you can get to the back of your work that way. This is a small footprint, right? Takes up very little space, and it's so lightweight that, like I said, I'm trying to have the simplest setup when I go. So this will fit right in this bag. This will fit right in this bag. And this is, I want to say, a 10-inch hoop. I will put my fabric on there before I go to the retreat. And then the pattern will also go in here. And then in here, I will put my scissors, highlighter, my thread box that I use. Yeah, and then I'll just have that in the front pocket. And then carry this downstairs. Yeah, that'll be from my room to the retreat. So I will link the table clamp down below because I bought it on Amazon. I paid $32.73 because it comes from the UK. I really like it. I've used it. It works really, really good. So now that I've gotten that all done and fixed up, right? Okay. I did buy a pattern from Etsy. Remember the pattern that said, wait a minute, I can go to my markup because I already put it in here. Where is it? I will link the pattern down below also. I cross stitch because sometimes I need to stab something 10,000 times and call it art instead of homicide. And I want to stitch that and put it on my office door because wouldn't that be fantastic? And I could use all kinds of DMC color variations because it's only purple, black, red, blue. Yeah. And the pattern is only $2. So how can you beat that? So I will link that down below. Love that very much. The person did respond on Facebook with the link to the pattern because a whole bunch of people had asked about it. Okay. Talking point. Okay, so this person posted on Cross Stitch Nerdy and Uncensored group. They said, confession time. I use random no-name embroidery thread I buy online and just kind of go, close enough when picking out my palette for patterns. Is anyone else a fellow chaos goblin? Which I absolutely love that. Or are you a DMC ride or die? Me personally, I am DMC ride or die only because I have the entire set of DMC 2 times over. And I just love the quality of DMC thread. I've always used it. I completely understand everyone's personal choice if they don't want to do that. So there were 131 comments. And someone said, Amazon floss for the win. So apparently Amazon has embroidery floss and it works just fine for people. Some will use Anchor, some will use Cosmo floss, some will use Sulky, some will, you do you. There's no right or wrong. If it works for you, people said they use a mix of brands. Somebody said they are really poor. I do the same because I'm poor. I bought a huge stack of unnamed thread on Amazon and now it's just become a part of the process. You have to do what you want to do if you want to do stitching. So there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. All right. OMG moments. Someone, Jesus, or Jesus, I'm sorry, it's probably Jesus, stitched a botanical heart and its embroidery and it's so amazing. Look at this. Isn't that so awesome? Absolutely love that. That reminds me of medical. My job today, it's 1:09. My job today does not start until 2 p.m. And I had a doctor appointment this morning. So I want to say a week and a half ago, one of you privately messaged me and said, I noticed your neck is swollen. Have you ever thought about, getting your thyroid checked? And, I feel like that certain things said like that come at a time where everything happens for a reason. So many years ago when I lived in Hagerstown back in, I want to say 2007 or 8, I had a gynecologist in that area say, do you know you have an enlarged thyroid? And no, I had no idea. So I had sonogram. Nothing was found. Like I had blood work done. Like nothing was alarming. Nothing was found. Just something to keep an eye on. Well, life goes on. Things go on. Time goes by. And I realized when that person sent me that message, I hadn't had it checked in a really long time. So I called my doctor and said, hey, can I come in, get some blood work, have it checked, have a sonogram, all that good stuff. I love my doctor. I absolutely am so very fortunate to have someone like her who is wonderful and doesn't rush you in the appointment, will talk to you as long as you want to talk to her, and who really seems like she cares about her patients. So she felt around and she's like, I really don't feel anything. She said, it may just be your neck. I mean, I have put on a little bit of the weight that I'd lost, so could be that. You have no idea. So she said, I'm going back next month for my well woman exam, so like for my gynecological exam. She goes, we'll wait and we'll do the blood work then because they do blood work for all kinds of cholesterol, all that kind of stuff. But she did give me a referral for a sonogram or an ultrasound, which I am going to get on Wednesday. So hopefully, she goes, we'll see what that says before we go forward and take any other measures as far as like medication or anything like that. And she asked me a couple questions. I don't feel like I've had excessive tiredness or anything, out of the norm. But I do want to thank that subscriber for, that gave me the prompt to go get it checked after not having. And now that my doctor is aware of it, it'll be something I'll get checked frequently. And the good thing is I just had blood work taken there last year, I want to say April, and thyroid levels were fine. So now one thing she was concerned about, my blood pressure was a little high. High blood pressure does run in my family on my mom's side. So what she wants me to do is take my blood pressure here, because we have a home monitor here, take it for the next week and send her the results through the portal. The medical portals are so amazing that you can do stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I did that this morning, and I waited in the exam room for half an hour. But you know, I wasn't upset because, first of all, they fit me in. When you call, like, it is hard to get a doctor appointment right away. Like, everyone's just so many things happening, right? So they fit me in. So I already had in the back of my mind that I'm probably going to be waiting. And I could hear her. I don't know if she was in the very next room behind me. I could hear her voice, so I knew it was her. And the gentleman that she was with, I could hear his voice. He must have really had some issues because he talked a long time. So that's why. And she apologized when she came in, and I said, I could hear the gentleman that you were with. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but I could hear his voice. And she says, yeah, it complicated. Yeah, people have complications. So that's like when I go to the oncologist for my checkups. I am never upset if I'm waiting for him, because there are people in there dying, going through chemo, and I remember what that was like. So I'll wait. I'm good. Yeah, I had no problem, and I was so thankful our job did not start today until 2 o'clock, because that gave me time to go to the appointment, not feel rushed to get back, and I didn't have to take off any time from work. So was very thankful about that. Okay. 2 more OMG moments, and then we're going to do a motivational story, and then that's going to be it, besides the Unfuck Yourself entry. All right, this is awesome. So this is by Vince. First quarter of the year is done. The hourly temperature chart. Hourly temperature chart. Holy moly, to keep track of that. Is looking pretty cool. I give you guys a lot of credit who do these. That's just so cool looking. I absolutely love that. If he's doing an hourly one, that's going to be quite a big piece of needlework at the end of 2022. And the last one is Steampunk Coffee Mill. This is posted by Angela, and it's a Christmas present for her sister-in-law. I love steampunk stuff, and boy, this looks like there was a lot of back stitching in that. Look at that, right? Someone asked me, and I just remembered by showing that. Someone asked me, was that a cross-stitch piece behind me? No, that is a diamond painting that I did. My biggest diamond painting. It is Elizabeth from Diamond Art Club, and it's Mandy Manzano's artwork. And it is my favorite diamond painting that I have done in my life thus far. The frame cost me $230. I didn't care. The frame is so heavy. The frame weighs like 30 pounds. Like, it is very, very heavy. So I'm going to pan back there so you can kind of see the whole thing. I know there's a glare with the lamp, but she is so regal and beautiful. Absolutely. Let me see if I can. Absolutely love that diamond painting to death. And I completed it in only like 4 months, 2 months, something crazy for me, because that's a pretty big diamond painting. And I thought it was going to take me all year, but it didn't. So that will always hold a place in my house somewhere. Looks amazing though, right? Love doing that. I enjoyed working on that very, very much. Yeah. Okay. So today's motivational, inspirational story is called The Elephant Rope. As a man was passing the elephants, he suddenly stopped, confused by the fact that these huge creatures were being held by only a small rope tied to their front leg. No chains, no cages. It was obvious that the elephants could at any time break away from their bonds, but for some reason they did not. He saw a trainer nearby and asked why these animals just stood there and made no attempt to get away. Well, the trainer said, when they are very young and much smaller, We use the same size rope to tie them, and at that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, they are conditioned to believe they cannot break away. They believe the rope can still hold them, so they never try to break free. The man was amazed. These animals could at any time break free from their bonds, but because they believed they couldn't, they were stuck right where they were. Like the elephants, how many of us go through life hanging on to a belief that we cannot do something simply because we failed at it once before? Failure is part of learning. We should never give up the struggle in life. You know, I've read many little stories over the past couple of months on here where people have realized dreams or done things at a very late age. You know, everyone thinks that you got to do everything in your 20s. No, you don't. I feel like it's never too late to either learn something new, to do something new, to realize a dream that you've dreamt your whole life. So I also am a firm believer that you're not a failure if you never give up. So, okay. Oh, I did start reading a new Kirsten Moglen book called The Liar's Wife. It's very good because the woman just had a baby and I think her husband's cheating on her. Yeah. Or it's probably not that, because that would just be too easy, right? So this will be I have read 24 books this year. I am 9 books ahead of schedule to reach 60 by the end of the year. So this is my 25th book. Very, very happy about that. Okay. So how are we going to continue to unfuck ourselves in 2022? Be kind or be quiet. That's probably going to be my motto from now on. Yeah. And the comment coming from someone who has no channel, by the way. Yeah. Okay. Start taking on specific areas of your life with some kind of overriding intent. A commitment to turn off the autopilot you're currently coasting on. To be alive to your potential, eager to make a difference. To no longer just go along with the bullshit. Ooh, love that. Yeah, Rage Against the Machine, right? I told you, you can flip the script at any time. Anytime. You can change how you think about something, how you feel about something, how you do your YouTube channel. I can come on here and eat a bowl of cereal if I want to and put it up as a video. And I say that because there was a YouTuber I watched, Miranda Sings, and it's like a parody. She literally had a video up. I want to say it was a 3-minute video, and she was eating a bowl of like Fruit Loops or something. It had like 4 million views. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, right? I'm going to come on here and just eat some cereal. No. Okay. I hope you guys all have a great start to the week, a good Monday. As always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me today. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.